All set. You know, when life gets fast, busy, and yet at the same time predictable, it's time to press the pause button. Live a little. And that's why I've decided to go on a little trip. But I just cannot decide where to go yet. I think a beach would be nice and refreshing. Or a break by the hill sounds charming too. Or what about a trek in the woods? But you know what? I think I need more of a rush. You know, like the high and the danger of an adventure. Woohoo! Ooh, this is a lot more scary than I thought. And you never realize just how windy it is up here. I can literally feel the air on my face. Whoa! Whoa! What an adventure that was! Just the sheer force of the air. I mean, you can see right through it and you can marvel at that entire landscape out there. You feel so alive. And the clean, fresh air really does something. I mean, it really adds to the thrill. You know, it is the most mysterious thing, the air around us. You sure can't see it, but the things that air makes you feel. Whoa! You know, I wonder if there are more properties to air. Let's find out more. So, let's first try and visualize how air flows. Yes, I know, we usually can't see it, but we do have a few methods to visualize it. For example, we have this fan right here. Now, if we can bring in something that can create the effect of smoke, like this. Whoa! Look at that smoke. Now, let's switch on the fan. This is so cool. Hey! Do you see that? Just observe how the fan pushes the air. You see that? The air is moving. Now, in nature, moving air is called wind. And experientially, we all know how during a really warm summer evening, a gust of wind can really help us feel so cool, right? Now, here I have with me a balloon. So, this one is fairly simple and straightforward. I'm going to inflate the balloon. You see that? As we continue to blow air into the balloon, it gets bigger and bigger. Let me just do this. Wow! More air in and it takes up more space. So we know that air takes up space. Now, this can also be visualized in a really different and cool way. So let me show you. So here I have with me an empty glass. Is this glass really empty? Let's see. Now, you see that? I have submerged the glass head first into the water. Nothing happens. But when I tilt it just a little bit, you see that? We see bubbles. Now, these bubbles coming out shows that the glass was not empty in the first place. It was full of air. On submerging and tilting, water rushes in and pushes air out in the form of bubbles. So, once again, we have seen that air occupies space. We could also say that it is transparent and that we cannot see it, usually. All right, so what else can we say about air? Do you think air has mass? Or do you think we can actually weigh it? Let's see. So what we have over here is a very simple digital scale. It shows us how much the substance on it actually weighs. So what I'm going to do over here is, I've got a balloon and I am going to put the balloon over here. Like that, okay? So we can see that the balloon has some mass, just a few grams, right? Now what we're going to do is remove this and take this inflated balloon, similar to the one we just weighed, and we're going to place it on the scale and let's see what happens. So with the air inside, the balloon plus the air weighs more than just the balloon alone. So yet another property of air is that it has mass. Wow, that's a lot of interesting properties, right? But before we wrap up, let's quickly summarize what we have learned. Air is all around us. We can't see it, but we can feel it. Air occupies space and has mass. It is transparent and colorless. And of course, it's very important for our survival.